What's up, guys? Welcome back to Neon Trash. Tom of the Hammer here, hanging out with Johnny Rocket and Matt Hayes. It is Matt Hayes' pick on the old channel tonight. Matt, what movie have you brought to the stable tonight?
I brought a classic. Monster Squad. I remember watching this when I was a kid and loved every minute of it. I'm pretty sure I probably love every minute of it now. Haven't watched this in a while.
I was telling these boys here that there's a little known secret. I'm not particularly a fan of the old Monster Squad here.
Spoiler alert, Thomas. We haven't even rolled the trailer.
I'm with these guys here. I can't wait to refresh my memory on this movie. You guys know this routine. Check out that motherfucking trailer. Peep that shit. When we get back, you guys are going to know our opinions on the Monster Squad.
Yeah, from the Trash Squad.
Everyone loves a Saturday night on the town. These guys in particular.
Something's out there that's killing people. Nobody's gonna do a thing about it but us. Us? Catch him in the pizza town! Do it! Wolfman Scott! I don't believe this.
The Monster Squad, rated PG-13. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
Welcome back. Hope you missed our handsome faces. Yeah, I know I did. Anyway, we just got back watching Monster Squad. Quite enjoyable. I remember watching this when I was a really young kid, going to our friends and family's house across the lake in Brady. And like they'd be on their TV and their big old, box-in, wooden panel TV, those old school great ones that only had like 4 or 5 channels on it. Yeah, good old times. Anyway,
Classics.
but yeah, haven't watched this in a while. Man, I missed watching this. The story was pretty good too, even though a lot of random miss to it, especially
Sure.
a bunch of the bashing of the kids that they did on each other back then. What we grew up knowing and hearing.
Right.
But anyway, it was a good time. Good opinion time.
So, at the beginning of the review, I said that I was not a fan of this movie. Completely 180 with this film here in 2023. I think my
360.
I think my problem with it back in the day is I'm not a fan of Goonies, and I considered this in that echelon, in that same category. But I should have viewed it as the Goonies that I could get into, because these kids are awesome. They're watching horror movies. They're monster fans. They're me. That's who I was back in the day. Watching these kids was like taking a step through a time machine and confronting my childhood, and it was amazing. And I don't know why I denied myself the wonders of the Monster Squad for so many years. I must have watched it once or twice as a kid and was like, and moved on to whatever.
I also enjoyed this immensely. I am thoroughly flabbergasted. I don't remember this film whatsoever. I don't know how I've not seen this film. This film was so 80s. I should have caught this on if not gotten this from the old Touch of Gold movie rental and tanning salon in Richfield. I should have seen this on USA All Night back in the 90s. I should have seen this so many times, and yet it's taken me until now in 2023 to see this. So for that, I am blown away. But this movie was it's like mom's homemade cookies right here. This is the nostalgia leaking out of here. Seeing all those old, all the old 80s outfits and Pepsi cans everywhere and Adidas shoe boxes. Some product placement for sure, but still that kind of blatant product placement is still somehow nostalgic. This movie is, at the end of the day, it was not without its faults. But I can still give this a solid 7.5 for sure. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Everything John said is spot on, and I'm in that same boat. I denied myself this movie many years, just based on the misconception that it was a tag along to the Goonies, and it wasn't.
It stands on its own.
It stands on its own. This is a love letter to fans of horror in general, be it the Universal Monster movies or the more contemporary, especially for this time period, slasher films of the 1980s, this is a love letter to all of it. And if you get it, you like that sort of thing, you're going to come into this movie and you're going to be like, holy shit, this movie understands me as a horror fan. Out of 10 stars, I'm going to go ahead, I think I'm going to go a little higher. I think I'm going to go with a 7.5, almost an 8 out of 10. I love the Stan Winston special effects. That really steals the show.
All those practical effects were so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay, you got the Mummy. You got the Wolfman. You got Frankenstein. You got Dracula. And Creature from the Black Lagoon, or the Fishman, whatever you want to call him. You got the 5 Universal monsters that we grew up in the old black and white films watching. And then also they put them in this movie and made a story out of it, and it actually was fucking great to me. I'm going a little higher than these guys. I'm going to go with 8. That's because of this nostalgia is to the 9.
Nostalgia gives it a little half.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah,
thoroughly
yeah,
understandable.
It's an
Yeah.
interesting
8.5.
movie because, like, I feel like it's we understand its B roots.
Yeah.
This is not perfection, but it's also
Just great.
a love letter. Yeah.
It's gonna appreciate it.
And we all were talking earlier while we were watching this thing about how they could do a remake of actually this and make it actually legit.
Like seriously, as much
Now.
as like we don't like, you know, reboots and rehashes and
Oh, fuck no.
sequels and dumb shit, like you could actually pull off a reboot of this today.
Why not?
Using those, you know, now that we consider classic, because back then that was like, you know, this came from the 80s, so that was like, you know,
They're
monsters from like the
hardback.
last like 40, 50 years ago. We go back 40 years for us, suddenly we're in the 80s and we're getting Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Chucky,
Who knows?
maybe even Pinhead.
Pinhead.
That's 5 right there, right? I think we can do this. Hollywood, stupid assholes, hello.
Somebody take notice.
Seriously, like that could
Why
actually
not
be cool.
this though? Why
Yeah.
not redo this?
Right?
Why the fuck not? It'd be fun.
Pinhead's using the internet to like summon these guys back. Like there's something, I don't know, fucking do
I
it.
call you to come back.
Like seriously, like I
Doing TikTok videos.
It's gotta be more than 30 seconds though, right?
I don't know.
Well, okay. With that
I'm
thought,
sure you gotta work with there. There's somebody out there.
yeah, someone. Bing.
Make it happen.
Take this movie first, will you?
Yeah. We said a lot about Monster Squad, and I gotta say, this is the perfect movie to watch during the month of October because
Dude, seriously, we're squeezing in one October review for you folks right here, and this encompasses everything. We've got classic monsters,
Yeah.
but we still got like a good feel-good story, but it's still suspenseful. It's still
Yeah.
got some horror and spookiness to
Yes.
it. This has, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, all good horror
perfect.
stuff wrapped into one little package for you.
Yummy.
oh, I'm so sorry.
Yummy.
That's not yummy.
How about that?
Talk about the
folks?
movie, not you.
I tell you what, until the next time, folks, I hope we've been informative, so
Tune in
to
Neon Trash. Yes.
we have been drinking.
You.